Is it your partner's fault that you have low libido? This is a tricky one to answer, and only you can answer this, but I'm going to give you some guidelines and some reflections for you to work out whether that is actually true for you or not. The first thing is that if you find yourself in blame mode, okay, so that's when you're pointing the finger at your partner and going, okay, my partner doesn't touch me in this way. My partner does things that I don't like. My partner's not supportive enough. My partner's not this, this, and this, and this. Okay, so notice from what place your blame is coming from. Okay, notice from what place your blame or your observation is coming from. So it could be coming from one of two places. The first one is that you are not really willing to take full responsibility for the fact that your low libido is because of something going on inside of you. That can be confronting, yeah, but your external world is a reflection of what's going on in your internal world. So if you feel like your partner doesn't pleasure you in a certain way, my question to you would be, do you know how to pleasure yourself in a really beautiful, loving, sensual way? Maybe your partner does things to you that you don't really like. Maybe they're too fast, for example. My question to you would be, are there times where you cross your own boundaries and you move too fast and you don't really listen to your body and what it needs? Yeah? So the offering here, the invitation, is to flip that blame back onto yourself like a mirror and go, oh, okay, is there any part of this that I can start to own? Yeah, where am I responsible for my own lack of libido? And this is powerful, okay? The reason this is powerful is because when you're blaming somebody, let's use this for example. It's like one finger at them. Well, guess what? Look where the other three fingers are pointed. Okay, back at you. So when you are outsourcing or you're blaming somebody else, you're actually putting the power into somebody else's hands. Okay? Then you're at the whim, you're at the will of your partner having to change, your partner having to do something differently. And actually, you're a powerful woman, you're a sexual woman. You can take responsibility for what is going on and showing up in your life. And when you do that, you take the power back into your own body and into your own hands. And then you start to see solutions that were not there before, right? Because when all your blame and all your focus is on somebody else, it narrows down your vision, okay? It tunnel visions you. So that there's only one solution here, and it's that that person's going to change. As soon as you start to open up the possibility that you are responsible and you have control to change something, then it starts to open up the realm of possibility for you. And you start to think, oh, wow, cool. Actually, maybe it's about the way that I communicate with my partner. Maybe it's about I need to do some work. Maybe I need to start looking at my own sexual practices. Maybe I need to look at where my own blocks are. So this is one place it can be coming from, yeah? And I would say start here. This is always the first place to start, especially if you are still attracted to your partner, you're in a loving relationship with your partner, you still want this relationship to be vibrant. And maybe there was a time in your relationship where it was really juicy and yummy at the start of your relationship and you really want that back, okay? And that is absolutely possible for any couple who wants it. You can bring that fire and that spark and that aliveness back. Okay, the reason that couples so-called go through this honeymoon period, which I actually don't believe in, but it's very typical and understanding that society thinks that this happens, is because couples don't know how to prioritize their relationship and continue to build connection between themselves so that they have a strong relationship. Okay? They don't know the tools, they don't know the practices and how to do that. They don't prioritize their relationship. Okay, that's the truth. The second place it could be coming from is that an unhealthy place, okay? Maybe there is something that your partner is really doing that is crossing your boundaries in a really unhealthy way. Like maybe you've asked 2 or 3 times, hey, in this situation we need to go slow. Okay, hold compassion for your partner. It can be a very frustrating thing to be with somebody who has low libido. Like, I know that my partner experienced that. And being clear in your own boundaries is what is going to bring truth to this situation. Okay, so it's going to reveal whether your partner is a loving, supportive partner and it's a partner, someone you want to be with, or if it's someone who is not actually ready or willing to hold space for you to go on this healing journey. The only way you're going to know that is if you stay in your own truth. Okay, and the way that you stay in your own truth is by staying connected to you, what's important to you, yeah, and what your boundaries are, what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. And the only reason that you know your boundaries is if you can hold boundaries within yourself, for yourself. Yeah? Do you sometimes cross your own boundary and have sex when you don't want to? Do you sometimes try and force your turn on when it's not really there? Okay, where are the areas that you are pushing past your own boundaries? So, stay true to you, stay connected to you, yeah? And then the world around you will change. So, focus less on what's going on with your partner and how your partner is responding, and less to do with the blame that you're putting on them, and more to do with you. And when you focus on you, everything else, including your partner, including your relationship, will shift and change around you. Absolutely. And that could be in a really loving, connective, positive, vibrant way. This is all possible for you. Okay? Start with self-responsibility, stay connected to you, and then notice how that starts to impact and affect your relationship and how the depth of your connection grows.